Hi guys, welcome to the first round of Crazyhouse World Championship for me. I'm playing against Jeffrey, the Jesus Man. Format is 10 games of 3+2, and basically first 1 to 6 games wins, or 5.5 points I should say. In the case of 5-5 we have an extension. And well, I'll try to comment on this as much as possible, but as you'll understand, this is a serious matchup for today, so well, maybe sometimes it will be a bit limited, but then you'll have the experience of me playing and seeing my reaction to maybe some brilliant moves by my opponent. Alright, we have this opening here where bishop at c5 is a good move, not allowing any queen coming to b4 later on. For example, if you put the bishop on g5, queen b4 is probably a strong move. Alright, and now he has castled. And well, I could try b6 here, maybe. Might not be that good, so I'll go a6 first to cover b5 for the purpose of not allowing a bishop back on b5 later on. And he can go bishop d3 back, or e2 was fine as well. I think I'll take I was thinking about him taking back with the h-pawn. Seemed a bit safer. I'll have to watch out for any knight at f6, knight at g7 tricks that he might be playing for. Since this bishop on c5 is very annoying. Thanks, Mixu Chess. Okay, let's start with bishop at e3, see what he thinks, what he wants to do. Knight at f2 seems seems like the way to go, but not entirely sure. Let's try it. He has to take, of course. King g1 just runs into knight takes d1 check. But now queen e2 maybe good. You can also try knight at f6 and then take here on h5. Doesn't look so I'm not that happy with my position. I thought too long about knight at f2, but then I went ahead anyway, but knight at f2 seems like a bad move. But he felt threatened, I think, so turned out okay. So now I have time to back out of this problem I had there in guard g7. Let's take. If queen takes knight at d2, probably. There's some nasty stuff with knight takes e6. So maybe I have to go rook at f5. Thanks for the follow and the raid, Carbon Chain. Okay, now rook takes b2 seems fine. Queen takes f3 was interesting, and knight takes e6 afterwards. If I took on b2. Alright, I'll just take and put a pawn on d6. Block this bishop out. He's being very resourceful though. As long as I don't give away a rook or a knight, I should be fine, though. A rook on f8, for example, or a knight jumping anywhere would not be that good for me. Now I'm taking over, I think. Knight at e3. He's fighting though. His time ran out, okay. This is a very good game. It was a very good game by my opponent, where he missed some chances to overtake me. But okay, we have the first one in the book. Happy with that. And I haven't had the time to look at a lot of openings, so I'm just going to play my usual stuff. Which seems like a good match strategy here. And it usually is development like this. Queen moves to e1 in some cases. For example, knight takes e4 takes, knight at e4, queen e1 is something I won't mind seeing. He hasn't developed e6 bishop and the bishop on e7 yet, so there might be some. This seems interesting. To go d5 and knight at g5 maybe, or bishop f4 first. and try to exploit the fact that he didn't play his pawn. Yeah, let's go knight here first. The e6, discouraging e6. And then bishop f4 after, probably. And then maybe something like this. And he also has to worry about me taking just taking e4. I probably won't take on e4 though. And there's also this idea of queen d4 hitting the knights. And then queen a4 to stir up trouble. Okay, let's go bishop f4. If knight g6, knight takes f7 must be good. Good move, I guess. But now let's go for the queen d4 plan. He can play knight c6 if he wants. Bishop takes. If knight c6, probably. Well, maybe it's a good move. I don't know. He now is just deciding to give up the queen. Or he missed this. Could be possible as well. Sacrificing the queen here looks very tempting. I think I'll go for it. Point is that some knight c7, knight e6 ideas. Or just knight c7 and take the rook. And my king is very safe and his king isn't. Knight e6 doesn't mate, I believe. Knight e6, he can just take first. So I'll take on a8. Threaten mate in 2. Threaten to take here. Seems easier. I think this is mate. He has to take rook here. Knight takes f7. And now there's no rook left on the back rank, so queen at d8 mates. Okay, let's change it up. I believe this knight belongs on e2 in these lines. Because now I have this pin, and otherwise you can play f3 here. Okay, let's just go e6. If takes, I'll have to threat here first. And afterwards I can deal with this knight at a5 stuff. Yeah, let's just be solid here and not trade here. Just rook b8 is designed against any knight at a5 stuff later. Where I can just go queen d7 to defend everything. And he won't take my knight anyway, so there's plenty of time left to take the knight if I want to. Okay, just normal development. If h3, maybe h5 is interesting. And also not playing a6 right now, because I think the bishop back to d3 or e2 is a useful move for him anyway. So I'm not forcing that. Could go for h5. But let's just go bishop h5, keep it safe. Play positional. Okay, he goes for this. A knight at 4 seems logical. I want to go knight takes c3 and bishop at e4 if he takes back. And now probably knight g5. Looks okay. Yeah, let's go knight g5. If knight h5 I can take here. And the king is always safe on d7 if he tries something like this. Definitely now that I've taken here and this b file is open. So if he doesn't do anything, I can take b2. He's threatening to take here. Let's go rook b6, defend. And next probably knight at h4. If he doesn't play h4 himself. Which may be a good move, but it's kind of hard to think about playing h4, exposing your king a bit more. Let's take. He only has one pawn, so if pawn g5 or a5, just rook a6. Okay, let's go for this. He wants to go rook g1 maybe. Ooh. This can't be good. Let's just take the knight and then put another knight on h4. Then it should be very strong. And possibly mating in a few moves. Okay, 3-0. Tough first game, but after that Couple of good games. So let's just repeat this. Now he goes for e6, that's good. Idea is kind of to provoke h6, but he's not doing it just yet. Trying to remember what the ideas here are. I guess just knight takes g6 and pile up on the f6 knight. Oh, there's something going wrong at my computer. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to fix it. I think it should be better now. It should be fine now. I think I fixed the problem. But let me know if it isn't working. Idea here is that if he drop blocks, I can just take and repeat with the bishop and win the queen. But still, if he can defend, then he should be more or less fine, or he's not made it yet in any case. Maybe you should have gone something like king h8 earlier, I don't know. Anyway, this seems very good for me. Don't know if you could have done something about this. Yeah, even if you take, or if you move away, it doesn't really matter, I think. Point is that you take first, probably, and then I'll go queen at e8 first. Then I'll take here and checkmate. Alright, 4-0. Let's play a6. Because I really don't like bishop b5 here. Okay, now bishop b4, knight d5 maybe. And then probably he will play bishop d2 or pawn d2. Then I take the knight and go knight at f4, and I have this attack on g2. Okay, rook g1, useful move. I'm asking where did you want to go with this knight, and also I'm trying to provoke him, maybe go knight d5 and then take all. And he has a very weakened king position. Yeah, he could do that. I'll just sacrifice the queen. Most importantly here, if he takes, he has no mate on e7, so I can just take on e2. Could also take on g2 with the knight. Well, I'll take on e2. Yeah, he has to take or go queen e2, queen c1. I don't think you can afford to move back this bishop. And then I have to decide what to do. Queen d2 asks the question, wait, what does this knight want? So I think I'll take on e3 and then just replace this knight. If he takes with the queen, and if he doesn't take with the queen, I have bishop at f2. This knight is still guarding here. Pawn at d7, I can just take the bishop. Looking at g7, of course. I think I'm safe taking here. And if he takes g7, bishop at f6. Yeah, bishop f6. And you can take here and then maybe put it back a rook on g8, but then the bishop is covering f6 and g7 as well, so no knight on g7 will be dropped, and he doesn't have a lot of material left. And then I can start thinking about, if he gives up the queen, about queen at f1, queen at d1 stuff. So yeah, I think it's wise to pull back there. And I'll just keep harassing the queen. This should be good enough. Queen at h4. All right. One more win needed. So far, so good. Queen e7, okay. Let's just play normally and see if we can exploit queen e7, or if queen e7 is just okay. Let's just move back, and now I can play knight a4 and c3 to kick this knight. And if I want, I can also trade the bishop, because after bishop b4 c3 just seems to be good. He also can fork my pieces here, of course, with b5, but these pieces are less important than these two. For now, these two are attacking my king, potentially the bishop here, and he can try to exploit the pin of the f2 pawn, and the knight can do something on e2. So I would be happy to trade these two pieces over here for these two pieces. And I can also think about putting a knight on f5, for example. So probably knight e6 now. Yeah. Then I'll trade, and if knight takes, then knight at f5 probably. And next I can take the bishop and then put a bishop back on this diagonal to prevent a knight f4 coming in. Okay, there we go. So probably pawn takes is best here. Okay, he tries with the knight. That allowed bishop at g5, therefore I thought pawn takes is probably better. Because now I can pressure f6 and maybe go knight takes g7 in the near future. Alright, I'll take and go queen g4. Because I felt like maybe queen takes h6 is very strong here. Or queen takes f4 is strong. Let's just go for it. Knight at d2 I just step aside. Knight at h6 is a mating threat. Oh, he didn't spot it. Okay. Yeah, I hit to take on f5, and then my plan was to go something like knight at h6, bishop at g7 as well. Let's see if he wants to play the 10 game. The match is over now, 6-0. So, but if both players are fine with playing 10 games, then of course we can play on. For the spectators, indeed, Mixu chess. So this means that I've won round number 1, which is a good start. I feel like I have to go for knight takes f2 here. Point is king takes f2, bishop c5 seems good. And you've probably heard me say this before, the development of the bishop on f1 is very important in Crazyhouse, because then you can go king f1 in a lot of lines. I feel like going queen g5 seems fancy. Let's see if it's any good. Looks fun. Idea is knight at e4, of course. But probably you can just go king e1 and take f4. And then it might not be that good, but oh well. If queen at e5, I think queen at e6, or at least that's my plan. And the idea of pawn at e3, of course, is to take on d2, knight takes d2, and then pawn at f2. Is mate in a few moves. If he takes on g7, my plan was to take on d2 and at least have a bishop back to cover h8. And this bishop can also retreat to f8 if needed. So now I can save the knight. I think pawn at d2 seems good. Ooh, I don't think that's the best response. I think you have to take there. Let's promote and then go queen f2. Promotion wasn't even necessary, I guess. Queen f2 is fine. Okay, let's play a little bit different. And I might even play e4 than the last game. I played e4 one game. The idea of taking with the pawn is that you get a good grip on e4. Therefore I'm not taking back here, but putting my knight on e5. Try to get some bind. And now I want to make him use his bishop on e7, preferably. And then just castle and claim that I have a bit more space to work with. Take the time to go f3. Reroute this knight on e2, maybe. And black probably should try something like c5 or knight e7. But he should also always be on the lookout for trades on f6, e5. Thanks for the follow there, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, let's take here. And go queen e2. Later on covering the back rank. Okay, this seems like a free move. But for him, he does get his knight in hand, so he can play bishop e8 now and play with the knight in hand. And he's playing this game pretty good so far. So rook d1 is designed to cover d4, so I can go e4. He might want to go knight f5 here. Alright, he goes f6. Making it very tempting to sacrifice here next move. But now he can go knight f5. Yeah, now he's just asking for this. King h8, yes. Okay, f4. This move is I don't really like. I guess, because now pawn at h6 is coming and is always coming. And then there's pressure on g7, basically giving me a free move to attack here. Takes, takes, knight takes, and a pawn back on h6, or a bishop. I guess I'll go with the bishop first, because then I can take on f8 if he goes knight f5. Okay, let's do this. Put a pawn here, just regain some of the material I've lost, sacrificing. And now also f7 becomes a problem. The rook is trapped. He should maybe take g7, I don't know. Rook takes or take the rook, and rook on h8 is also annoying. But now the queen joins. I think f5 is nice here. One of the ideas is if bishop at h5 that I can take here and go rook at f7 next move. Yeah, I guess just queen e6. I was looking for something different, a sacrifice there, but the queen e6 is fine. Note that the rook always can come back if he tries something with, for example, pawn at f2. Alright, playing the Spanish. If you play the Spanish, you have to take on c6 at some stage, I guess. Maybe now. Normally these lines are a bit dangerous with knight f4 to follow, but that's mainly because when the bishop is on c4, bishop takes f7 is just a known one variation. But now I don't know. I think I can go for this knight at f4. The idea is, which he is allowing now, knight at e2, and then take on f3. Now I'll take on g2, I guess. If takes f3, queen takes was fine. And now I can come back knight e3 if I want to. And he only has a knight in hand, so if he had two knights now, and two knights here would have been a bit annoying, I guess. where you take one and then the other one checks and wins the bishop. And with the knight here you have good defense of e3. Okay, but now I have time for knight e3 first, so this trick isn't that powerful anymore. As well as the fact that I'm threatening mate here, of course. I'll just step aside. Because he has to go queen e2 or rook f2, and then I'll go bishop h3, saving the bishop with tempo because I'm threatening mate on g2. For example, rook f2, bishop h3, and pawn at g2 and queen h1 is threatened. Okay, now I'll just take the queen. And I think, yeah, I think I can go here. If he had a rook, knight at g6 would have been made, but he doesn't have a rook. Now I have two queens, which should be sufficient. He might have saved this though. I don't know for sure. Maybe he can just go pawn at f6. Would be crazy, but might work. Okay, he believes me. That's nice. I have to watch out though for that pawn at f6 stuff. Or g6 for that matter. So let's take the bishop. Because if pawn at f6 now, I have bishop at h6 defending. Okay, last one. For the perfect 10-0. You gotta go e6 here, I believe. Okay, he tries this. Problem is that pawn at d6 is very strong now. If you take with the bishop, you have to take with the bishop probably, or just move back. This is the idea, the main idea. Let's go knight f4 and d4. He could try bishop g4 here. Okay, d4 now anyway. Knight at h4 to be expected to attack this and also threaten the fork. Then I probably have to play bishop f1. Okay, he wants to take here. Okay, let's fix it like this. If he takes here, I'll play bishop at e6. And then I have this idea of forking the queen on e6 and the king on e8. Okay. He's allowing it. He could try knight takes f2 or try to attack me, of course. But I think the queen will be very important. And there's also a sort of follow-up. If he takes back with the knight, knight takes c7 is hanging as well. Anyway. So probably he has to accept that he's losing the queen for just the bishop. This doesn't solve the problem, unfortunately, of the pin. And now I'm threatening mate in a lot of ways. Queen at c8, pawn at c7, and pawn at f7 after that. Yeah, so queen at c8. Alright. That's it, guys. 10 games. Good job to Jeffrey, especially first game was very... He may have had a chance there to surprise me in the first game. He played a very good game, the first one. So good job to Jeffrey. And he now moves on towards the loser brackets, where he has the chance of getting at least another game in. Let's see. Here I've switched to the forum of the World Chess Crazyhouse Championship with some very useful links that I'd like to show you, where you can check everything out. This is the brackets set up by well, probably Mixu Chess and some other guys, Legion Destroyer, the usual suspects, where you can already see this very tense match by Simba yesterday, 10 versus 8, where the usual 6 games normally is needed, but Simba and Igor went to 5-5 after Igor being ahead 5-2. You can actually check that commentary on my channel. I commented on it yesterday. Also some other players are already moving forward. GD Howard, Atamek. And the first round is, well, apart from some 2100 players playing each other, usually a strong player playing a bit lower rated player, but well, maybe there are some surprises coming. Let's see where I am. I'm over here. So next game I have to play against Crazyhouse, who has been well, playing better and better last months apparently, because I remember him as a bit lower rated, so that will be a challenge for me. And well, I'll let you know when that match will be held, and I probably will also stream it as well. Let's check some more links. Oh yeah, this one I wanted to show you as well. This is the calendar where you can check all the CWC matches or Elite Arenas or any other events taking place. For example, tomorrow we have GSVC playing, very strong player, and also I think became third or second in the last 3+2 candidate stage. So do watch out for him. For now, I won't be. This will be a very short stream, shorter than usual. Just my match play. Since it's 7 p.m. in the Netherlands and I still have to have my dinner, so I will see you some other time.